this is a short overview of the new Orbitax FX Rates module. The FX Rates module is designed to give tax practitioners some very helpful, common day-to-day help with tasks that they frequently encounter. There are 3 specific tasks that the FX Rate module helps with. The first task is for U.S. multinationals who are needing to pull down the FX rates for a specific tax year. So to do that, we'll start out by selecting the tax year rate as the rate type, the specific tax year end. The reporting currency is the U.S. dollar, and then the translation currencies are the currencies around the globe in which the multinational is doing business. And in this case, there are approximately 21 currencies representing some of the large trading partners where countries where the multinational has its operations. So by selecting these inputs and then clicking on Get Rates, we're going to get a combination of average, year-end, and beginning of year spot rates. So I do the search, and I click on the specific U.S. dollar tab. What we see is for each of these currencies here on the left margin, we see the beginning, ending, and the average rate. And notice there are a couple of different versions of the average rate. We have the simple average as well as the weighted average. Here we can come down and select month end, and rather than giving us the daily rates with the simple or the weighted average, this now gives us the monthly rates with 12-month or a 13-month average rate. And just as a helpful item here, we can see the details, basically the month-end details showing up here. Very simple to export. All we do is we click on Export to Excel, and this entire file gets exported. And we can actually click on the file here, and we have a very helpful series of FX rates now for each of these currencies. Again, beginning, ending, simple average and weighted average, or 12-month and 13-month average. So variation on this search would be to say, look, instead of having a full tax year, let's say we have a short period. So we can come here to this period rate, and then rather than click on an entire year-end, entire tax calendar year or fiscal year, we could select a shorter period. So let's say, for example, that we have several subsidiaries that are acquired during the middle of the year, and we want the FX rates for those specific periods. So from March 31st to September 30th, simply click on the rates, and again, we have the tables with beginning, ending, and average rates, and then the daily rates begin on the first day of the period and continue throughout the entire period all the way until the 9/30. So this basically puts the rates at your fingertips and makes them accessible. Let's say, for example, now that rather than needing the specific beginning, ending, average rates, let's say that we needed the average rates not just for the U.S. dollar and these 21 currencies, but for other reporting currencies. So let's say, for example, we wanted to, for BEPS purposes, we wanted to file country-by-country reports from different perspectives of different countries. So we're going to actually select multiple reporting currencies, and we want to be able to get the FX rates with regards to all of these currencies. So I've selected 4 currencies now, and now when I click Get Rates, the system is going to show, the FX Rate module is now going to show all of these countries, the 21 countries in which I have my multinational has operations, and also is now going to show the average rates in a different currency. So we still have the U.S. dollar rates, but notice now here we have the average rates for Mexican pesos, for euros, and for Canadian dollars. We can switch this to select different types of averages. So let's say the average rates we wanted are weighted averages. So the weighted average for the 365-day calendar year, tax year, or in this case, the 180-day tax year. Again, this can export to Excel, and we can quickly get a view of these rates, these average rates for those from each of those specific reporting currencies perspectives. So that's the second common task that a tax professional may need FX rates for. Let's now look at the third possibility, spot FX rates. So assuming now that we have, let's just go back to the U.S. dollar as the reporting currency, and let's say that now we're interested in getting the U.S. dollar exchange rate, spot rate, for multiple dates and multiple currencies. So let's say, for example, maybe for dividend payments, we're interested in getting the spot FX rates for specific dates and with regards to the U.S. dollar and different currencies. Let's run a quick report and see how that looks. So notice that as I do that, it's going to now give us information for the U.S. dollar, sorting specifically by chronological date and then by currency. So all of these spot rates are for September 30th, 2016 for each of the currencies, and the 21 currencies that I had selected. And then notice we also have a spot rate for October 14th. So these lists can also be exported to Excel, where it's easy to see the results of, again, downloading to Excel. Very simple to take these rates, and we can actually transpose them if we wanted to give us the information in a different format. But very easy to extract the rates that I'm looking for those specific tasks. So again, our FX rate module pulls rates for common tax department tasks and puts all of these rates at your fingertips.